Hey everyone, this is my Let's Play of Dark Souls. I played through the game about 2.5 times, including the DLC. The first time as a Yaito, and the second time as a sorcerer, and the third time I'm using a great club. This is gonna be so I'm doing Pyromancer just to have fireballs in case I need them. I'm gonna try not to use them because I want to just make it an only uchigatana run. So I'll get that from the merchant pretty early. Yeah, I don't know. Very slim. So my character is Yasuko, and that's a character from one book. Hair. I don't remember what her hair looks like. Maybe she's kind of old. Maybe it's in a bun or something. Braided. Color black. She's old. So the focus is going to be getting it to plus 15 as fast as I can. I can do that before ONS without too much grinding. So I guess I'll do that. So we're gonna make her old. She doesn't look that Asian. Maybe just make her look really weird. I like that hair. That's good enough. Okay. Master Key Pyromancer. Okay, so I'm not sure what the focus of this run will be. If you've never played Dark Souls, the game's gonna look easier than it will be for you for the first time. It's also kind of something you don't want to ruin too much, but I mean, whatever. So this is a story. Don't worry too much about it. It's like the game's story is okay. It's lore based. You kind of got to figure stuff out yourself or look it up. I don't know. The game's world is really nice. It's got a good sense of like place. Although it gets weaker by the second half. We'll talk about that as we go along. So we're in Northern Undead Asylum. If you've never played, this is the tutorial area. Do I have? No, that's all I have. Okay. So these little orange things are. I'm not logged in right now, so the game has like an online feature. And by that, so these orange things are messages that other players can actually leave for you. But since I'm not logged into the internet, I'm not going to see any from other players, but that's fine. I also don't really want to get invaded while I'm streaming this, so there's that. But the game does have a good PvP and a good co-op feature, which is kind of fun. You can like work with other people to fight bosses or go through areas. Okay, so anyways, these are kind of like checkpoints. They respawn all the enemies in the world. But they also they heal you and restore your healing items, and I'll explain all that as we go along. So this game has really nice animations. I don't know if we can hear the footstep noises. I'll try to turn the volume up. Yeah, it's a little bit nicer. So there's nice like pushing animation here, and the game's story is kind of mysterious. The idea is there's this curse upon like humans, and you're undead or something, and you're one of them who's like chosen to save the world or something. So this is you leaving this asylum that you get stuck in. And so this game is kind of frightening for beginners because that boss there, you could try to fight it, but you'll die. So you want to just run past that. But already we've seen like a wide variety of areas, like that open courtyard, walking into like a little sewer place. So the game is it's a third-person like action game. Where you fight, where you try to attack monsters when they're in between animations and dodge their attacks. I don't know. I'll get into figuring out what I want to say as we go along. Those gates are used to sort of separate submodules of areas, and those determine the viable, like, it determines the area in which you can do PvP. So if you start fighting someone, you'll get like locked into a submodule of an area. But they're also used to determine like where bosses are. So if you see a big gate, there's probably a boss behind it. Well, sometimes. So this ball thing right here was sort of just showing you, be careful. I mean, the game will teach you to be careful. This is sort of a game where if you play your first time, you're going to be wanting to run around with your shield like this.
You're not Holland.
No.
I'll die soon. I lose myself.
So this is like story stuff.
You and I, regrettably, but perhaps there is an thou who art, and thine exodus from the undead suck when thou ringeth the bell of awakening. Well, now you know. Oh, and this.
This is a healing item. Yeah, when you play this game, sometimes enemies jump out at you, although not really. It's locked. Wait. What did I forget? What? Oh. Wait, did I kill him? I still don't have my... It's weird. Oh no, it's over here. I think. Yeah, right there. So that is an item that if I equip it, I can use like fire spells. So there's a mechanic in this game where you can, if you time it right, when you do this, you can, like, sort of stun an enemy and stab them in the front. I'm not good at doing it, so I just won't ever do it. So this is the whole tutorial area. I kind of ran through it really fast. You might die a few times if you just started, but it's just sort of teaching you combat and how to be careful when going through it, and it also kind of brings you this idea of how you always can see into the distance in this game and kind of see places that you'll go to next, which is a neat touch. I mean, you won't go into the mountains in this game, but it's just so. Like right now, we want to go there to get out of here, but we don't know that yet. So we'll just go kill this boss. So we saw it earlier. So this game's all about like previews. Previews of bosses. Oh. Not all about previews, but that's like a thing that happens. Is that you'll kind of get like a foreshadowing for an area. So it's already kind of hard to play the game while talking, but we'll be fine. Maybe I'll just stop talking if I need to. So the one complaint about Dark Souls is that the beginning of the game is really hard if you're learning, because it's kind of a new sort of play style. Where's my souls? Okay, they're there. And by that I mean like you're not used to like how the game works and stuff, and it's just really tough to get through. So that first part took me like an hour or two the first time, especially that boss. The boss is really frightening and kind of tough for a first-time player, so I feel like the beginning of the game could have been balanced a little better to be a little bit more accessible. So you can level up and kindle bonfires or something here, so I'm definitely gonna rest. But I want to upgrade a weapon I'm gonna get soon, so I'm just gonna be a jerk. And this guy's kind of, he's like cynical and stuff. I don't like cynical people. Is he not attacking me? Okay, so now he is. So it's kind of funny. So NPCs in this game can be aggroed, and if they die, they're gone forever. That's never usually been a problem for me. This guy's kind of funny. He just kind of jumps off the edge. Oh.
That's just embarrassing. How did you let me do that?
So that one says funny stuff when you get killed. That was really bad. I was trying to kick him off the edge, but I clearly failed. But we'll just, so you can see the dying mechanic. You die a lot in this game and the load screens are really bad. Having a hard time.
That's just embarrassing. How did you let me do that to you?
This Let's Play is off to a pretty rough start. Maybe it's the axe or something? I don't know. Or I'm just bad. Yeah, okay, so anyways, I did that because I needed the souls. Sorry that took so long. Anyways, you can miss out on stuff permanently in this game, which is pretty, like, I don't know, lame. I mean, like, whatever. So when I died and I went back to that bonfire, sort of like a main mechanic to this game is just I don't know what word I'm using, but basically one of the loops is you die and have to start and run back through the level. I thought that was something else. I think the mechanic, it works. The thing that's nice about this game is that, you know, the level geometry, so slopes and stuff actually matter when you're fighting, and you can hear yourself walking. And so when you die over and over again, you're kind of remembering how these spaces feel. And that's actually, for me, it's kind of translated into real life. Like noticing how real life spaces sound. Um, so there's an item down here that I want. It's over there. So this is another example of sort of, okay, all these different kinds of spaces. So this place is based on, it's like houses and it's like elevated. So I need that later to trade for an item. So one of the coolest things about this game is just how there's just natural ambience for everything. So it's a kind of a game that if you play attentively enough, that's bad. Then you kind of start to pay attention more, which is nice. So this level, it kind of gives a variety of different kinds of playing, like being careful going through houses and looking out for archers in the distance and stuff like that. So I'm saving up my money, souls, right now. That was bad. So I need to upgrade a weapon later. So I need 7,200 to do it, but if I get the items before, then I should be okay. I'm just gonna go kill this guy. I don't really need...
Wait, watch.
Let's see. From this person, I don't really need anything. Since this is a Let's Play, I know what I'm doing, so I'm not going to buy extra stuff. So I'm just going to kill him.
What going? Gone mad, have you? Now be rat. Julia! Julia!
Oh, I didn't know he actually attacks here. That's funny.
Why me?
14. Okay, so I need to level up to use that. Can I dual wield it? No, I can't. It's okay. This is the weapon I want to use. I'll have to level up to use it, but no, it won't be that hard. So these guys are really hard early in the game, just because you can't. I don't know, it's just kind of hard to get them to let down their guard. I don't know if it's actually worth bothering with killing them. I'm gonna speed things up a bit here, just because the pace of this is. So I guess maybe dying all this is good, because then I can show you these things. Also, maybe it's because I don't really know how to use a hand axe. There's like a thing in here or something. I don't know what it is. Wooden shield. Better. Yeah, it's much better. So one is when you die, you drop all of your souls and your humanity. Humanity is the thing in the top left, and that just increases drop rate. But it also lets you. So what did I need? 14. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I don't have enough. I'll just use some items. Kill one more guy out here. So there's stats, and stats, you need them to equip certain weapons. Thank God, finally I can use a weapon that I actually kind of know. Yeah, so what will I do now? Maybe I'll just show how to take out everything here. So attack. Whoop. What am I doing? there's a thing down there. I don't think I can actually do it. Another one of those silly traps. It's really hard to commentate this game because this kind of requires your full attention. So this level is usually really hard your first time. I mean, it was kind of tricky paying attention, but yeah, so this area is actually really small, but you can see where we're gonna go, that church in the distance. And as you're playing this for the first time, you're kind of unraveling this area, and it's really neat. It feels a lot bigger your first time, and that's kind of how like areas in real life kind of tend to feel, like really big. But when you understand them, they feel small. So we're even gonna go up there later, so that's neat. That's why this game is pretty cool. Anyways. Why is it so hard? So sometimes you find these enemies and they drop items for you. Okay, large titanite shard, 2, twinkling. Okay, that'll actually help. So we'll need some of those items later in the game to like level up some stuff. This is the first boss. I might fuck it up really bad, but we'll see. Probably not. It's a pretty easy boss. But I always seem to say that, and then doing it on air is different. So it's for the first like real boss in the game. It's kind of trying to show you to pay attention to your environment more. So if you just kind of run ahead, you'll summon it, and then you'll probably die because of the crossbow people. So you're like, oh, what's this? And then the camera goes up and plays scary music. So the cheap way is just drop down onto it using that thing you kind of learned earlier in the game. I don't know, I think it'll just be faster if I just don't do it the normal way. Because I don't really want to die on camera and have to redo it. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Whoops. Well, maybe I'll just kill him the normal way. So with your humanity, so the number in the top left is humanity, which is like a resource in this game. And if you get it to, If you use one, you can turn human, so my face is like undead right now. And if you're human, you can kindle a bonfire, which is that checkpoint. And then you'll get more Estus Flask, which is the HP item in the bottom left. So there's this guy here, and what you can do in this game is when you're human, you can actually summon some NPCs before bosses to help you.
The way I can
You can summon NPCs to help you get through areas, which is nice. I don't know if I can actually make this without dying now, because I don't have enough HP, but we'll see. And so that enemy there is this like giant dragon, and it's actually really hard to kill because its fire is like instant death. But you can see there's already like, you can learn about shortcuts in this game. And where am I going now? I don't really need to kindle this one. That's where we were earlier, so you can open shortcuts in this game, which is one of the neat aspects of it. That will, well, I don't know, we can probably make it to the next bonfire in a few minutes. Assuming I don't die, which seems to be a fun pattern lately. Oops. Thanks, bye. Yeah, there's this guy who's like over here. What else can I talk about? Okay, those dudes, I don't really want to fight them. So the way, different weapons in this game swing in different ways and have different types of damage, so that's like a nice little depth to this game. Oh. So we're just gonna run through everything here. I don't really want to. I don't know if I can actually run through that gate or not. Oh. Having a real bad time over here. Oh, okay, I don't want to fight those guys. Gonna follow me all the way up here? Okay, really? Yeah, fuck you. Okay. How do I get out of here? Oh, here. Okay. Yeah, so you can see how these levels all wrap around themselves, because to the right is where I came from. Are they gonna keep following me? Yes, they are. Okay. Give me a break. Okay, there's a nice shield over here that I want to get for later. Oh, okay. So, I'm gonna show you the... Alright, you just saw the backstab. Okay, well, I fucked that up. I'm having a really bad time today. Okay, I'm just gonna be safe. Maybe we'll die, maybe we won't die. Oh, that's nice. Okay. With this game, yeah, so now we're at that church we were looking at earlier, so that's a nice, cool thing I like about this game. I'm just gonna run past these jerks. Leave me alone. Go away. So I'll stop this episode here. Thanks for bearing with me through this. We'll figure out how to say more interesting things as we go along. The beginning of the game's sometimes tough just because you don't have any, like, weapons. Or your weapons just, like, kind of suck. Apparently there's construction outside, which is what those horrible noises are. Yeah, okay. Okay, I need to buy 2 more of those. Okay, so we'll stop here.